Welcome to show number 43 of the Sports Card Show, brought to you by SportsCardRadio.com. What is happening, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. I finally got off my lazy behind and got my speakers hooked up to my computer. I don't have the normal plug-in variety. I have to run it through a receiver and hook up these actually pretty nice speakers. But now it's all hooked up and we're ready to go and actually have sound on this computer. It's kind of nice. Can enjoy Hulu and YouTube and other kinds of iTunes and all kinds of things. But the other benefit is I can actually record this podcast. So I'm sure that benefits all of you, and hopefully today's show will benefit your sports card collections. Got quite a few suggestions from the SportsCardRadio.com fan forum from Chad S333, how to price one of one cards. Not sure if I have an exact science or anything like that, but we'll talk about that. Pat's Cards, sites other than eBay to sell your cards, and I have about 5 of them on my list here, and so we'll talk about that. Spurs fan 5021 920 kind of talked about how similar all the Panini basketball products have been, from Rookies and Stars to Prestige to Threads. Kind of almost seemed like it was all one series, just released at different times. So we'll talk about that. And Utah Jazz Man wanted to talk about the Topps 1 million card buyback, and by now Topps Series 1 baseball, which we'll talk about a little bit later, has come out, and so you might have seen the redemption cards and things like that in there, and so we'll talk a little bit about that. If you don't know, we also have lots of products that have been released the last month or so, since we haven't had a show in about a month, so we'll talk about some of the products that have come out, some of the big ones, and what kind of happened there, and maybe kind of what's ahead in the future. And if we have time, I'm not sure if we do, but if we do have time, we'll throw in some athletes at the tail end that wore number 43, talk about some of their rookie cards, maybe what I know of their career if I remember them, and maybe some other things along the way. After this very short break, we will talk about just some of the releases in January and maybe even early February. Now that we're one day away from the Super Bowl, by the time you listen to it, you probably already know who won. So I'm on New Year's Eve in terms of the Super Bowl, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But we'll talk a little bit about football cards, some baseball, a little bit of basketball thrown in there as well. All of that after this short break.